Back to Alexandra, Tumaole Mohlaoli, a reporter on the story of those shootings in Alex this week. Earlier we caught sight, Tumaole, of the Gauteng Premier David Makhura arriving. Have we been able to get any comment from him?
Well, Bheki Cele, we have not been able to get any comment from Premier David Makhura, except to say that he will comment later. But let's just try, because MEC for Community Safety, Faith Mazibuko, has also arrived on the scene. Premier Makhura, thank you for speaking to us. You are here. What is your initial reaction to news of what is happening here at Alex, especially the death of the radio broadcaster as well as the others?
The first thing I would like to do is to convey our condolences to the families of the bereaved. Innocent people were killed last night here in Alexandra by an organized local gang of people who have been terrorizing this community. We have been with the police from the early hours of this morning, talking to them. What I can say is that we have news for the criminals. We're just waiting for the minister now, this gang is going to face the consequences of their actions.
We see that they've been terrorizing the community for a while. Many might ask, why has it taken so long and so many lives for action to be taken?
Yes, certainly that's what the meeting we have been having with the leadership of the police here is. Why was no action before this? That's one of the important things we picked up, is that Alexandra is a huge community, is a compact community. It requires the level of police leadership here that would be appropriate. And I have raised with the provincial commissioner that I'm not happy with the explanation I was given about the police response yesterday. So the provincial commissioner is going to take action. But the criminals, by the time we leave Alexandra here, these criminals will be behind bars.
Well, that is very encouraging.
By the time we leave Alexandra here, they will be behind bars.
Mr. Premier, the issue of gun proliferation, many are saying that there's a culture almost in Alexandra of the wild, wild west, with gun-toting people walking around almost with impunity. How are you going to address that without the input of the community? Because certainly many have been saying that residents know who these criminals are.
I must thank the people of Alexandra. From the report I received from the provincial commissioner since I came here earlier today, the community has been communicating and cooperating with the police. They have been passing information over to the police. Even the identification of the criminal, the suspects, is the action by the community. So the Alexandra community is always very well organized, and we're going to just reinforce. There's going to be reinforcement of police, not just in Alexandra. With the shootings we have had over the past week, have led us to the conclusion that the National Minister of the Police and the National Commissioner of the Police need to bring in more resources in Gauteng. That's why I have a meeting with him right now. He had promised that by the end of the week we're going to get more policing resources. That's what we are going to do. But we need the arrest of the people, those people who, the suspects who shot people in Orlando, those who shot people in Katlehong, and the ones who shot people in Mohlaoli. So this reinforcement is not just in reaction. We need police reinforcement and visibility across the whole of Gauteng. So we are receiving additional resources from the National Department and the National Commissioner.
Thank you very much for that. That was the Premier of Gauteng, David Makhura, just giving us an overview of what is certainly going to be quite heated and quite intense discussions behind closed doors here at the Alexandra Police Station. And as I step out of shot, you will see that, of course, a keen interest from the media contingent also that has gathered here to try and find answers to what seems to be a scourge of what one can only call wanton gunslinging across Gauteng, something that has raised some much concern. And as I speak to you now, moments ago, just off camera, the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele himself, has arrived to indicate that the meeting that is supposed to take place here in Alexandra certainly will kick off in just a few moments. And that was David Makhura that we spoke to just earlier, giving us an overview of what is likely to be discussed. The issue of resources, though, Bheki Cele, is also one that is quite important, because we do know that across the country, at every area that the National Police Minister has gone to, Bheki Cele, he infamously got heckled in the Western Cape during a community meeting, and he lost his cool there, which brought some criticism to him. But certainly the heckling there is about resources. He has been on record over the last couple of months bemoaning the fact that the National Police Ministry is stretched thin, and resources, particularly human resources, boots, warm seats in the police cars to ensure that police visibility is there and response time is there, is sorely lacking. He says that he has reached out to government and treasury to try and alleviate that, but in the meantime we have incidents like these shootings here in Alexandra that continue. With that, it's back to you in the studio.
Tumaole, Mohlaoli, thank you very much for your reporting from Alexandra. We were tracking the arrival of a high government delegation, including Police Minister Bheki Cele, as Tumaole was telling us, and Premier David Makhura, I beg your pardon, along with the Community Safety MEC Faith Mazibuko, all there in Alexandra now.